Here's the passage from the NIV. For I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes, first to the Jew, then to the Gentile. For in the gospel the righteousness of God is revealed, a righteousness that is by faith from first to last, just as it is written, the righteous will live by faith. Romans 1:16-17 declares the unashamed proclamation of the gospel as the power of God for salvation to all who believe, revealing the righteousness of God received through faith. In verse 16, Paul boldly asserts his lack of shame in sharing the gospel, emphasizing its inherent power to bring salvation to everyone who believes. This echoes the central message of the gospel, that through faith in Jesus Christ, people from all backgrounds and cultures can experience the transformative power of God's grace and be reconciled to Him. Acts 16:31. The phrase, first to the Jew, then to the Gentile, underscores the inclusive nature of the gospel message, which was initially proclaimed to the Jewish people, but is ultimately intended for people of all nations. Romans 2:9-11. It highlights the universality of salvation through Christ and the impartiality of God's love for all humanity. Galatians 3:28. Verse 17 further expounds on the gospel's revelation of God's righteousness, which is obtained by faith from beginning to end. This echoes the Old Testament prophecy cited by Paul, affirming that the righteous will live by faith. Habakkuk 2:4. It emphasizes that salvation is not based on human effort or merit, but on God's grace received through faith. Ephesians 2, verse 8-9. Let's reflect on the profound truth encapsulated in these verses. 1. The power of the gospel. The gospel is not merely a message, but the dynamic power of God that transforms lives and brings salvation to all who believe. 1 Corinthians 1:18. 2. The universality of salvation. Salvation is available to everyone, irrespective of their ethnicity or background, through faith in Jesus Christ. Acts 10:34-35. It is a testament to God's inclusive love and His desire for all people to be saved. 1 Timothy 2:3-4. 3. Righteousness by faith. The righteousness of God is not achieved through human works or religious rituals, but is received as a gift by faith in Christ. Romans 3:22. It is a righteousness that covers us completely and enables us to live in fellowship with God. Philippians 3, verse 9. As we meditate on Romans 1:16-17, let's embrace the power and inclusivity of the gospel. Let's boldly proclaim its message of salvation and righteousness by faith, knowing that it is the hope of the world and the power of God unto salvation for all who believe.